Greeting to everyone who's watching my video and welcome as well. Today I want us to look at some project. We are dealing with Excel project today, so I have downloaded the projects here. Let me go straight. If cell B6 does not display your name, delete the file and download a new copy from the same website. Let us check. B6 is here, my name is here, Makanya Computer e-learning is displayed, so I don't have to delete these files. So let me start. Begin on the personnel worksheet by cutting the content of the range B1 is to B2 and pasting them into the range A1 is to A2. So first we must go to personnel worksheet. These are the worksheets: document worksheet, personnel worksheet, cash flow worksheet. So we go to personnel worksheet. We go to personnel worksheet and to range B1 is to B2. B1 is here, B2 is here. So we highlight this B1 and B2 together. They say we must cut the content of the range B1 is to B2 and paste them in the range A1 is to A2. So here we use this one, we cut, and then we highlight the range A1 is to A2 and paste them by pressing Ctrl V, or can right click and then you go to the pasting option. Now we're done. Number 2, adjust the width of column A using AutoFit. When they say we must adjust the column A using AutoFit, they don't want us to adjust manually. They want us to use AutoFit. So our column A is here. Some people are struggling to differentiate or to distinguish between columns and rows. When we count columns, it means we are counting from right to left or left to right. But when we count rows, we're counting from up to down or down to up. It depends. So this is our A column. They want us to adjust. They want us to adjust the width of column A using AutoFit. Okay. So that means we go straight to format, and then we scroll down. We will see AutoFit column width here, and then we click on it. You see the changes here. So let's go to number 3. Change the width of column B to 16. Now we are not going to use AutoFit. We are going to adjust it manually or type it. We are adjusting column B to 16. So column B is this one. So column B, if you want to adjust it to 16, you can highlight it like this. You can see the numbers they are counting. You go to 16 and then you leave it here. You leave it here. Done. Or you can let me press undo. You can right click on it and then you go to this mouse man must not freeze. You go to column width and then you type 16. It's the same. You see, you are done. Enter the values shown in table 1 into the corresponding cell in the range B14 is to C16. B14 is to C16. B is here. That means B14 is here. C16 is here. So meaning we are going to type the information here. What do we do to make it very simple for us to type this information? I like strategizing so that I don't waste time. Let me minimize the screen. So that I can see what I'm typing. Okay, I don't want to waste time. And then also minimize this one, and then I will take this one. We are strategizing here. Now I'm done. Let me type. I'm done typing. So now we can maximize our screens so that we can continue with our instructions here. We are at number 5. Enter the email albert.luna@cengage.com in the cell D5. So let's go straight to the cell D5. Where is D5? D is here. So D5 is here. So they want us to enter this email. So I like strategizing. I copy this and paste it here. I don't want to paste it here because it will remove this background color. You see, I don't want to paste it here. So I paste it here and then I type. let's confirm the spelling. It's okay. So that's why I'm going to delete this one, and then I proceed with my instructions. Select the range D5 is to D16. Let me select D5 is this one, meaning I start here to D16. D16 is here, and then use the flash fill button. Using the flash fill drop down arrow in the editing group on the home tab to automatically enter the codes into the remaining cell in the range. You must use the flash fill button to properly receive credit for this step. If you don't use the flash button here, you are not going to get marks. Even if you are going to type this email, all the emails that are needed, you are not going to receive marks. So you have to use a fill button. How do we get fill button so that all the emails are automatically filled here? They said in the home tab, and then we go to editing group. So these things is very simple, because when you point mouse, it will tell you see this field. Obvious, we must use this one. You see, this is some of formulas, find and replace what. So we must come here, and then we scroll down. This is the field, the flash field. Then we click on it. You see all the emails are here. That means we are done. We'll get marks for that one. Change the width of column D to 36. Even now, we are not going to use auto fit. We are going to change it manually. We can type it, we can drag it, depend on which strategy you are familiar with. Let's go to column D. Column D is this one. They said we must change it to 36. Let's drag to 36. If you struggle with dragging, you can just come here and then you say column width, and then type 36. It's okay, you're done. Enter the word total in cell A17. Let's go to A17. A is this, column A is this one, A17. They said we must enter the total. Total in cell B17. B17 is here. In cell B17, create a formula using sum function to determine the total salary paid by Tabula Insurance Agency by totaling the values in the range B5 is to B16. Copy the formula you created in B17 to C17. So here they want us to go to B17 and create a formula so that we can calculate the total salary paid by Tabula Insurance. So let's go to cell B17. It's here. They want us to use sum function, meaning we are going to formula. And then we go here, we come here, this is sum function, and then you see we are calculating, this is sum, calculating cell B5 is to B16. Let's check. They said we must calculate B5 is to B16, meaning we have to press enter. Now I press enter. Yes, I can press enter. We are done. Okay, they said we must copy the formula. Copy the formula you created in cell B17 to cell C17, meaning you just come here and right click. You go to copy. They said we must paste it in cell C17. C17 is here. You just Control V is a paste. You're done. To see the formula, if the formula is correct or is the same with this one, you double click here. You see it's the sum calculating from cell C5 to C16, and then you'll see even this one is a sum formula calculating from B5 is to B16. Let us continue. Enter the number of employees in cell A19. Let's go to A19. A19 is this one. Number of employees. Done. Let's proceed with the instructions. In cell B19, create a formula using count function to determine the number of people employed by Tabula Insurance Agency by counting the values in the range B5 is to B16. Now we are going to cell B19. Where is B19? It's here, B19. Which formula are we using? Count function. Count function, we're going to formula again, but now we are going to more functions. Click on more function, go to statistical, and then you scroll down. You'll see count here. This is the count function, this one. Don't use counter, blank, counter if no. We are using count because some people might be confused with these formulas. This is the count that they want us to use here to calculate the number of employees, the number of people employed. So let us click count. You see the dialog box here. They said we are calculating the number of people employed in P5 is to P16, but here in P16 in dialog box you see it's P5 is to P18. That means we have to erase this 8 and type 6 and this. Okay, you see 12 people are employed. 12 people are employed. This is very nice. Number 11. Enter the text average commission in A21. Text average commission. Text average commission A21. What is A21? Is this one. So we are entering average commission here in A21. Switch to the cash flow worksheet. Change the orientation of the cash flow worksheet to landscape. That means that means the worksheet that we changed to, it's on portrait when they want us to change it to landscape. So let's go and change. We go to page layout. Page layout, go to orientations. We click. You see it's here, so we change it to here. You will see it will be white. You see now we are on a landscape orientation. In cell A2, change the cell content to cash flow April 4 to 10 2021 instead of reading like April 4 to 10 2021. I think these 4 to 10 are dates. This one April 4 to 10. So the difference here is cash flow. That means we are going to type cash flow before the April. Let's go. We put our mouse here and then we type cash flow. Number 14. Select the range A4 is to E4. The range A4 is to E4. A4 is to E4. A4 is to E4 is this one. A4 is to E4. Let's proceed. And the non-adjacent cell G8 and then increase the font size of the cells to 12 point. So press Ctrl here so that you can also select this G8. You press Ctrl so that you can also select the cell G8 and then you go to home. We want to increase the font to 12. You see the fonts are becoming bigger now and then you click. Yes, we're done. To better display the content, manually change the height of the row 3 to 8. Do not use auto fit. Do not use auto fit. So it's very difficult when we use it like this. You see the numbers are counting there, but it's very difficult. So what you have to do, you right click and then you go to row height, and then you see this dialog box here. You type 8. Click OK. Yeah, done. Number 16. In cell B7, enter a formula without using a function to determine the profit generated from auto insurance policies by subtracting auto expenses cell B6 from auto sales cell B5 for the week of April 4 to 10 days 2021. Copy the formula you created into. Hey, this instruction is too long. We must break it down. Enter the formula without using a function to determine. This time you don't have to go to formulas. You must use your formula. You must create a formula. You just type this time. You don't go to formula to select. Enter the formula without using a function. Every time when they say without using a function, that means you are not supposed to come to formulas. You are not supposed to come here. You are not supposed to come here. You must type the formula. So here, without using the function to determine the profit generated from auto insurance policies by subtracting auto expenses, cell B6, from auto sales, cell B5. What do? We just type this equal sign, and then when we type this equal sign, they said we are subtracting this B6 from B5. So we click on B5. Where is B5? This is B5. We click on B5, and then we type minus this time, and then we check. Now we click on B6 because we are subtracting B6 from B5. So we click on B6. Where is B6? Is this one? You see, equals to B5 minus B6, and then we press enter. We are done with this one. Then they said copy the formula you created in cell B7 to the range C7 is to D7. Okay, I must copy this formula to C7 is to D7, meaning I can just come here and drag this. You see. Number 17. After determining the total profit generated by each store, you are now interested in calculating the total sales, expenses, and profit across all types of insurance sold. Select the range E5 is to E7. E5 is to E7. What is E5 is to E7? It's this one. Okay, we are selecting here. Okay. Select the range E5 is to E7. Then apply AutoSum to calculate the totals for these categories across all three types of insurance. That means here, when we apply AutoSum, we click here, we go to formula, we click here. This is AutoSum. You see, we're done. Number 18. Since you just edited the worksheet, the content in cell A9, let's go straight to A9 before we proceed. A9 is this one. Okay. The content in cell A9 is no longer accurate. Click on cell A9 and clear the content. Just read that content, and then we click on the blank space. We are done with that one. Apply the wrap text formatting to cell G8. Cell G8 is this one. The wrap text formatting to cell G8. Okay. You see, I just pointed the mouse and automatically it described what is this tab I've pointed. So this is the rep. We click on the rep. We're done. Adjust the zoom level of the cash flow worksheet to 130%. So let us go, and then we start adjusting. 110. We are checking here. At the bottom, at the bottom right. 120, 130. We are done. After reviewing personnel and cash flow worksheet, you typically generate some additional data for accounting. To create a placeholder worksheet for this data, insert a new worksheet in the workbook. Rename the worksheet accounting. Okay, they want us to create a worksheet, a new one, and rename accounting. No problem. And if necessary, move the new worksheet after the cash flow worksheet. Okay, they want us to create. It's very simple. Just click here, new worksheet, and after this we don't have to move anything because we are creating it in the right place. We are done. Now we have 4 worksheets: documentation, personnel, cash flow, and accounting. Let me see. Your work should look like the final figures of the following pages. Save your changes, close the workbook, and then exit Excel. Follow the direction to OK. They are telling you how to submit and send. So let us check. It's correct. So that means we are done. Let's meet again in another project. Please make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that you can get everything, you can get all the notification when I upload videos. It will help you a lot to pass your introduction into computer or computer practice or computer literacy, depending on how they call it in your course or degree. Thank you.